Good morning, everybody. Everyone in the press all set? All right. So we started this process after the June primary. We set up strike teams full of experts to look at all different departments in City Hall. We were looking for strengths and weaknesses of each department, trying to determine what is preventing the departments from delivering services effectively and efficiently to the people of the city of Buffalo. That exercise helped us identify the type of leaders we need for each department. The transition team got to work with that information, interviewed candidates. Over 1,700 people have applied for various positions. Thank you to the transition team and our co-chairs for all the work that you have done. We gave them a tall task, a lot of talent searching, a lot of going through resumes, and a lot of interviews. Co-chairs in each subcommittee have been hard at work for weeks, doing the hard work, because we want to make sure that we get the leadership team that meets the ethos of this administration. We conducted our search with a specific vision of city government in mind, one that's transparent, responsive, accountable, and nimble, one that's creative and represents the city, one with a track record of delivering results. We're looking for those same qualities in our commissioners, and everyone up here fits that bill. Proven leaders, proven track record, proven results. For each of the positions, we received highly qualified candidates, and thank you for everyone who applied. But it shows that people want to be involved in the turnaround of the city of Buffalo. I've had some tough decisions to make, but I am confident these commissioners have the skills and experience that I need to lead the city of Buffalo forward. But one thing stuck out with these candidates. It's their passion for the work that they do. It's their passion to deliver better for the city of Buffalo, and I'm so happy to have them join the team. They're proven managers, proven problem solvers. So today we're here to announce 4 new commissioners who will be essential as we create a modern city government that delivers high-quality services to the people of the city of Buffalo. Danielle Roberts would be my Commissioner of Community Services. She brings more than a decade of leadership experience to community services, and she's worked in the nonprofit sector. Lots of experience with facility management. The city owns a lot of community centers. Lots of experience with community engagement, figuring out from interacting with the community what the community needs and giving them that services. She's currently the Vice President of Development and Government Relations at the YMCA of Buffalo, Niagara. She leads government and community partnerships. She heads programs focused on social impact across Western New York, and she has deep community relationships and has gone through deep community engagement in some of the city's most diverse neighborhoods. But one thing that stuck out in the interviews with Danielle, when she first joined the Y, they put her at the William Emsley branch, and that branch was not firing on all cylinders. They put her there to turn it around, and she turned it around quickly. They rewarded that experience by giving her 2 more branches to operate. She did that well. Then they made her vice president. So I'm happy today to announce Danielle Roberts as the Commissioner of Community Services. Next, we have Rosa Elena Pisa. She is the Corporation Counsel candidate. She brings 2 decades of legal experience in banking, finance, complex transactions. That's what she's bringing to the plate. She was most recently a partner at Phillips Lytle, where she handled complex legal transactions. She represented financial institutions, lenders, borrowers, low-income housing tax credit deals. She knows how to take complex transactions and drive them to the finish line. She has a unique background. She has stellar educational experiences. She got her law degree from Yale Law School, and she has her undergraduate degree from Princeton University. But in addition to being a top flight lawyer who's deeply connected to Buffalo, she also is an avid hiker. And she hiked the Pacific Crest Trail. So I think if you can hike the Pacific Crest Trail, you're going to be handled working in the city of Buffalo. If she can get from that, the start to that trail to the end, she can do the complex transactions, she's going to be great. So it's my pleasure to introduce and to nominate Rosa Alina Pizzi to be the next corporation counsel for the city of Buffalo. Next up, we have the fire commissioner, Daniel Pizarro. Over 14 years of leadership and experience in the Buffalo Fire Department. He's currently the battalion chief for the fire department's 7th Battalion in North Buffalo. But Daniel climbed the ranks. When he was a firefighter, he worked in the busiest fire halls in the city of Buffalo, what we call the working stations. That's where he wanted to be. He wanted to be where the work was, where the action was, but he was quickly drawn to leadership. Took the lieutenant's exam. Let me back up. He graduated from the Fire Academy, #1 in his class. Took the firefighter's, the lieutenant's exam. He tied for first on the lieutenant's exam. He's climbed the ladder of leadership, has had many different roles in the fire department, and we are confident that he is the best candidate for this job. Went through an extensive interview process. Let me tell you a few other things. Daniel will be the first Hispanic fire commissioner in the city of Buffalo's history. In addition to being an accomplished leader and a firefighter, he is also an accomplished jazz musician. Plays the keyboard, he's a pianist, and he does composing. So it's my privilege to nominate Daniel Pizarro to be the commissioner of the Buffalo Fire Department. The Commissioner of Public Works is a big job because it's a big and unwieldy department. You not only have to plan roads and bridges and long-term projects and coordinate with all the public utilities when work is being done. In addition to that, you have to manage the snow plowing and the sanitation. Big, unwieldy job. It's my pleasure to nominate Nolan Skipper to be the Commissioner of the Department of Public Works. Nolan's an engineer. He spent over 7 years at a private engineering firm in Western New York before he took the step into being an engineer for municipal government. Right now, in that department that he is currently the acting commissioner in, he oversees the building maintenance, right-of-way infrastructure, street lighting, parks, sanitation. It's a lot going on, but he's got the experience, he's got the willingness, and he's got the passion to be a very good commissioner, and I have great confidence in him. But let me tell you something else about Nolan Skipper. He's a hockey player, played at St. Francis High School, played adult recreation league, but unfortunately his career has been sidelined by having a 5-year-old and 3-year-old at home. So I hope he gets back to his hockey career at some time down the road. But it's my pleasure to name Nolan Skipper as the Commissioner of the Department of Public Works for the City of Buffalo. Let's bring up Danielle to talk about the community services.
Thank you. I am humbly accepting this position with gratitude. It is so exciting to be a part of this team. I want to thank incoming Mayor Sean Ryan and the entire transition staff team for your confidence in me, and I'm excited to use the skills that I have learned. I was born and raised in Buffalo, and I'm looking forward to an amazing future.
Rosa.
Hi, everyone. I'm short. If this process has been any indication of our future, it's going to be so bright. I met so many wonderful and smart people in this process, and it's really humbling to be part of this team. This is my 10th year in this city that I call home, and this is a really wonderful way to celebrate just how great this city is. So thank you, and I'm so excited for what's to come.
All right, Rosa. Daniel Pizarro.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mayor-elect. To be here today is quite an honor, and I'm humbled. It's been a long process to be here today before you, and I'm grateful and humbled by the opportunity and the trust given to me today. I'm looking forward to working with the administration and with the fellow members of our rich and storied culture within the fire department. Future orientation will be the goal, as well as strong leadership and as the mayor said, open communication. Thank you.
Nolan Skipper.
Morning, everyone. I want to say first, I am honored to be receiving this position today and want to thank Mayor-elect Ryan for his trust in me to lead such an important department in the city moving forward. With experience on the private side and the public side, I think I'm uniquely qualified to move this department forward in the right direction. So once again, I'm excited, ready to get started, ready to get moving here. And once again, want to thank Mayor-elect Ryan at the chance to move forward to build a better Buffalo. Thank you.
Excellent. I'm also announcing today my Director of Communications, and my Director of Communications will be Ian Ott. Ian's worked with me 5 years in my Senate office, and he came to me after spending 11 years with the Buffalo Sabres organizations. The Sabres trained him well to be a great media person. He's done a great job in the New York State Senate, and I know that he's going to do a great job as the communication director for the city of Buffalo. Thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions of me or any of the commissioners aligned behind me?
How's progress on the search for Buffalo Police Commissioner going?
Police Commissioner, our search is ongoing. As you know, we've retained the services of a outside search firm. And so right now, they're doing a nationwide search. I appointed Craig Macy to be the acting commissioner, and he will act in that role until we bring the new commissioner on board.
Now, if you could talk about what's going to be your first priority?
Sure, thank you. As Mayor-elect mentioned during the campaign, obviously the condition of our streets and basic services will be the focus starting January 1st.
Could we give the priorities of each of the commissioners?
Sure.
You can just reiterate. Yeah. I'll say it once more. You know, the condition of our streets and those basic services and making sure we're bringing that to every resident in the city of Buffalo will be the focus of DPW.
So, no, let's say there's a snowstorm day one, January 1st. What's your plan? Will we see something different?
Luckily, I'm qualified in the sense of I've been in the building for a couple of years now, so I've been in the building, I've seen those storms come through, so we'll be ready January 1st and beyond.
And Maki, I don't know if you heard at the last press conference, we've been sending prayers to the weather gods, so we don't expect any inclement weather in January.
For community services and recreation, it really is assessing the needs of the community, assessing the facilities that we have, and in January, getting right started on a plan and course of action to make it more equitable and more services for families to be able to enjoy the community services and recreations in the city of Buffalo.
Like to come up, Commissioner?
First priority will be alignment operational stability within the department as we make this transition, as well as aligning the incoming administration's goals with the department as well. That is to be determined in the beginning of January. When I take office and we have conversations, I will be doing so.
You mentioned open communication as well, right? Is that a priority?
Correct, open communication, yes, transparency.
Are you concerned about the equipment and getting new equipment for the fire?
It is, yes, it is a priority, but we will discuss that further in January.
Could you talk a little bit more about what it means to you? You're the first Hispanic fire commissioner in the city of Buffalo. What does that mean?
It's humbling, but as humbling as it is, I still have a job to do. Once that fades away in a couple of days, the weight of the job will still be on my shoulders, but as of right now, I am grateful for the opportunity, and I'm grateful to represent our community.
I have a feeling you won't tell us what these thoughts are. Being a firefighter, being around for so long, there have to be things where you're thinking about, day one, I gotta jump on this. Are those things rolling around?
Absolutely, but the key here is restraint, to make sure that I listen with intent up and down the chain of command, as well as the administration, to align the goals. What I want may not be what's best for the department, so the key here is alignment and listening.
For all the commissioners, actually, so that you could start, it's no secret, there's a budget crisis going on in the city of Buffalo. How do you balance that and also the needs of your department moving forward?
That's one of the top priorities that we will discuss in January.
Let's bring up Rosa. Come on up, Rosa.
Our first priority is going to be to assess where we are and, aligned with the campaign of the mayor-elect, become immediately excellent at our basic services so we can tackle the big problems also facing the community.
So, I think my experience as a reporter in the Corporation Council over many years has been one of little access. I know that Mayor-elect has made transparency a priority. What will you be able to try to open up Corporation Council and get documents?
Yeah, we also want to incorporate transparency, and I also just want to build a culture of communication within the whole city hall, so we're accountable to our colleagues as well, and they know what's going on, and we're responsive to the needs of our colleagues.
But certainly, on that point, we're going to be reviewing how Buffalo disseminates information. We want to be the most transparent administration ever to come into City Hall. I plan on starting that by looking at what other cities do, how they make information available on their website, dashboards that can be set up to make it so if someone's looking for information, your first stop should be the website. That information should be easy to obtain. My goal would to make it so you don't have to do a FOIA request because the information is already out there. So any information we publicly store any information that we obtain in the course of doing our government business, we want that to be accessible to everybody in the public and everyone in the media. I was going to say, does anyone have any other questions?
Commissioner Skipper, you've been working in the building, but what's your plan for the future of the Broadway Barns and your department's facilities moving forward?
Thank you. Yeah, so early in January, we'll be assessing that with the new administration on moving forward with that DPW campus as the main goal.
And there is a project, currently in place, a land transfer complicated transaction. We hope to be able to keep pushing that forward, but we can only push that forward if we have DPW who can help us put that together, a corporation counsel's office who can help us commit to and finishing that complex transaction. So, building the DPW barn really is reflective of some of the big, let me start again. The DPW barn doesn't just affect DPW. In order to get this project to the finish line, all parts of city government have to be working together. It's a complex transaction, has to come through the corporation counsel's office. We need to make sure that the city of Buffalo is getting the best deal possible when we're dealing with private institutions, be it banks, private landholders, developers. We want to get the best product possible. But DPW, in many ways, is the linchpin to several other parts of government. So the community services can't function properly if, in fact, the buildings that they house the programs in are in bad shape. So building maintenance also comes back to DPW, and the same with the fire department. If, in fact, stations are in poor condition, once again, it goes back to the building maintenance that's keeping those departments together. So this is why we're building a leadership team that could communicate with one another. Silos will not be accepted in City Hall. Everyone joining onto the management team, from the deputy mayors to the commissioners that we're announcing today, are realizing you have to come together as a team to be able to push this city forward. And there is no success if one department's doing fine, but the city's doing poorly. The success of every commissioner, every deputy mayor is going to be based on how the city overall is performing. Everyone behind me will be able to take the skills and their experiences to help other departments and help streamline processes in City Hall. I'm super optimistic. I'm super proud of the transition team who gave me such candidates to pick from. And it's great to have tough decisions when it comes to finalists, because that means there are several highly qualified, passionate people who want to serve the city of Buffalo. Thank you, everyone. I'll take questions after this.